Welcome. Thanks for coming and hanging out in the basement with me today. Unfortunately, I have a little bit of a sad tale to tell, and that is about zinc rot or zinc pest. And in this video, I'm going to show you an example of that on this kind of cool-looking Lionel 1665 from 1946. Yep, 1946. And why I'm not going to be able to get this guy running. But we're going to look at a few different examples, and let's get digging into it. I'm going to change the camera to my one with a really good close-up focus so you can really see what's going on. Okay, so to start off with, what is zinc rot or zinc pest? Well, here is a wheel off a Marx locomotive. As you can see, the edges are just damaged and cracking and whatnot, falling away. That's kind of what it is. The metal just fractures and flakes away, and it can happen. I mean, this wheel is quite old, but it can happen even when the metal is fairly new. As happened to Dorfan, I believe that's how you say it, one of Lionel's early competitors pre-war. Lionel was making stuff out of cast iron and, you know, big chunky locomotives and stuff, and Dorfan came up with this magical metal that, you know, was just amazing, the Dorfan alloy. And after a year, or maybe not even that long, the locomotives and stuff just started to crumble. And that's what it was. It's impurities in the casting or impurities in the metal. And like I said, sometimes it pops up right away and sometimes it takes years. But we'll get to this locomotive. But I want to show you another example. Here's a future project here. American Flyer, but it's O gauge. If we look at the wheels here, this wheel is actually puffed up quite a bit. This locomotive no longer sits on the track because the wheels have spread out, and the metal is actually kind of expanded. It's kind of a weird situation, but this requires replacement of the wheels. But that is zinc rot or zinc pest. So let me show you where this engine really has it. Here we can, if we look here, we can see it. Let me get this closer and we'll focus up a little bit. There we go. You can see the fissuring of the metal. Oh, you can really see it here. It's just, and that's not the paint on top. That is the actual metal that's causing that. It's just really kind of sad. But let's flip it over the other side. So we've got, it's actually broken away here. This whole section here is missing. And that's kind of what we're left with. I'm not sure if this whole end was supposed to be open or not, but it's definitely supposed to have a piece here to hold it. So the shell is fine. The shell itself is okay, but the casting that they used for the motor frame on this style of locomotive, this design of motor is pre-war, and yeah, that's where the problem lies. I'm going to see if we can take this apart a little bit and see if we can get a better look at the mess that we're in here with this one, and why I'm not going to be able to fix it. It's possible I could find another one, but probably all of them are like this or getting really bad. Let's see what we need to take this apart. I've never had one of these locomotives apart. Yeah, I can really just bad up in there. Alright, because I'm holding the shell, and this motor's just kind of flopping around in here, so that's definitely not good. I think we're being held... Oh yeah, boy. That is just really nasty. Alright, let's get some screwdrivers in here and open this up. Okay, let's see what kind of damage we can do here. This must just be for the coupler and the headlight. We got screws all over the place. Let's try these guys. Like I said, I never had one of these apart. So I bought this at an auction, Cabin Fever auction. It was with some other stuff, but yeah, I didn't win out too good on this one, but that's okay. Quite alright. Alright, so there's that. Let's pull the camera back a little bit here. Refocus, yeah? Yeah. There we go. Yep, you can see how that casting is just all cracked, and that's not from physical damage. That's just from rotting away. Alright. Let's see here. Yep, all along here. The plastic, the metal is just fractured. Really sad. Yeah, boy, this thing isn't even being held in anymore. It's just bad, 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 just all along here. Wow. Boy, look at that. It's fracturing even more as we look at it right now. There's a piece of it. Nothing can be done about it either. Real sad. Falling apart. That is crazy. That's why Lionel, I'm sure that's why they switched over to like a stamped steel frame assembly. But yeah, all in pieces. Well, I don't think there's anything else but to wrap this one up. Well, unfortunately, it's certainly a sad ending for this locomotive. And like I said, maybe I'll find another motor assembly for it. Maybe I won't. I can always hope. Maybe I can cobble it together and it'll be a good shelf model or something. But, you know, at least, like with this locomotive, there are some really awesome individuals that make replacement wheels for these. So this thing can live again, and I'll get some of those wheels for that thing. But it's definitely something to be on the lookout for if you're at like a swap meet or something like that and you're looking at an old locomotive. Definitely keep an eye out for that zinc rot stuff. And with this one, am I mad or disappointed at Cabin Fever? Absolutely not, because it's always a buyer beware. And you got to look at the photos and you got to know the history of the locomotive and stuff. But at least I got a tender with a bell here. See if we can make it jingle. Hey, there you go. There's a little bit of jingle. So I'll be cleaning that up, and that'll be fun to tow around with some of the other locomotives, even if it's not prototypical. But hey, am I prototypical with my operations? Hardly. It's about having fun, learning, whatnot. So just thought I'd kind of show you this. It was pretty crazy how that whole thing just kind of disintegrated right before our eyes. I didn't expect that. I've never had this apart, but certainly something interesting. So wanted to say thank you very much for watching. Hope you check out the rest of the channel. Hope you learned something, and let me know. Thank you very much.